I'm here already.
Oh, okay. I'm on your way. See you soon.
Okay, see you. Francis, Okay, we've got 1 minute more. Okay, it's already 5 a.m. Let's all rise. Let's begin our Hoon Dok by offering one standing bow to our beloved true parents, 하나님과 천국물매 Zagery Oliver, Baro, our most beloved heavenly parents. Today, Saturday, June the 7th, 2014, here at Washington Family Church, we pray for the victory of our true parents. We pray for our true Father who is in heaven and our true Mother who is here on earth. And we pray as well for the true children, the true grandchildren, and all our leaders, especially in the Chongcheongyong, in Chongpyeong, Korea. We pray for our elder sister Sanjinim and her husband In-suk-nim, who are heading now the World Mission Partner. We pray as well for the UPF Chairman, Reverend Dr. Chang Shik-yang, and we pray as well for all the international vice presidents, especially Reverend Thomas Wang and his family and his staff at the World Headquarters. And we pray as well for the continental leaders all over the world, from Africa, from Europe, from South America, from Oceania, Reverend Dong Kim, and we will see on the weekend here in America the continental leader of Asia, Reverend Chong Shik-yong, and here in North America and the Caribbean, we pray for Archbishop Hyun Kim and his family, and we pray as well for all the national presidents of our national headquarters for each nation all over the world, especially here in the United States of America, Reverend Dr. Michael Balkan, his family, his staff there at 4 West 43rd Street. We pray for them that they will always reach their goals and will succeed in inviting more people in 4 West 43rd Street and their interactive service, bplife.info. And we pray as well for all the regions, the districts here in America and all over the world. We pray for here in District 1, our Director, Reverend Ernest and Keiko Patton, who just graduated from the UTS, the Education Theological Seminary. We pray for his success, and we pray for all the pastors and center leaders all over the world, especially here in the Mid-Atlantic area. We pray from Norfolk, Virginia. We pray for Reverend Akira Ota. In Richmond, Virginia, we pray for Father Adrian Bayo with his wife, Ayano-san. And we pray for Reverend James Stewart and wife, Auntie Tilly, in Towson, Maryland, and here in the Beltway. We pray for Ms. June of Northern Virginia. We pray for their success always, that they can surpass their goals. And we pray for the Maryland area. We pray for Reverend Miller Stephens and his wife and all the co-pastors like Ms. Jones and Mr. Boothby and others. We pray for them that they can reach or even surpass their goals. And we pray for the chairman of the ACLC, the American Clergy Leadership Conference, Archbishop Augustus Stallings, who is based here in Washington, D.C. We pray for his success always, with his wife and 2 kids. We pray for our pastor, Reverends Zagery Oliver, for the Washington Family Church, his wife, Fumi-san, and daughter, Brianna. We pray for unity, and we pray for the success and the victory of all the families that are connected to this church. And even they are in Washington, D.C., they don't connect to this church. We pray that they will prosper too and support this edifice here in Washington Family Church that is badly needing repair, and we pray for each other's success. We pray that we can always reach our goals or even surpass them, and we pray that we will be there in the victory of our True Mother's Vision 2020 in Korea. And we pray for, again, each other's success, and we pray all of this in all our names, and in my name, Athanasius Francis de Catalan, blessed Central Family. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
So we're now on page 165 under the topic Creativity and Art. We have here subtopic number 2, Harmony. Music expresses the harmony of the universe, while rituals express the order of the universe. Through harmony, all things are influenced, and through order, all things have a proper place. Music rises to heaven, while rituals are patterned on earth. Therefore, the sage creates music to correlate with heaven and creates rituals to correlate with the earth. When rituals and music are well established, we have heaven and earth functioning in perfect order. This is from the Book of Rituals, 19, from Confucianism. Music creates order out of chaos, for rhythm imposes unanimity upon the divergent, melody imposes continuity upon the disjointed, and harmony imposes compatibility upon the incongruous. Thus, a confusion surrenders to order and noise to music. And as we, through music, attain that greater universal order which tests upon fundamental relationships of geometrical and mathematical proportion, direction is supplied to mere repetitious power to the multiplication of elements, and purpose to random association. So this is from Yehudi Menuhin. And we're now on page 166. True poetry, complete poetry, consists in the harmony of the contraries. Hence, it is time to say aloud, and it is here above all that exceptions prove the rule, that everything that exists in nature exists in art. This is from Victor Hugo, famous poet. And we have the teachings of Son Myung Moon. Always bear in mind that you stand in relation to others. A dancer expresses the beauty of her art while always standing in the position of an object to her partner. Like a dancer, you should live with the feeling of being embraced in God's bosom. With such a mind, you can become a handsome man or a beautiful woman. Bring love's activity and beauty, receptivity into harmony. And this was from a speech in October 7, 1965. We need a realm of partners. When man and woman love each other, all kinds of harmony emerge in heaven and on earth. Literature and art emerge centering on the love between man and woman. Literature deals with their yearning to find the original being through their love. What is art? It is that which beautifies love. And this is from a speech on September 16, 2001. A good singer knows the art of harmony, balancing her highs and lows. When she sings her highest note beyond which she can go no higher, she must then come down to a lower note. No one wants to listen to a soprano who keeps ascending. When she skillfully lowers her voice, you feel relieved. A soprano who knows how to lower her voice at the right time is a good singer. Likewise, the art of happiness in human life is the ability to go up and down smoothly. So this is from a speech on April 9, 1978. So we have another subtopic here, short one. Number 3, inspiration. Not by wisdom do poets write poetry, but by a sort of genius and inspiration. They are like diviners and soothsayers who also say many fine things, but do not understand the meaning of them. This is from Socrates in Plato Apology from Hellenism. When in my most inspired moods, I have definite inspiring visions involving a higher selfhood. I feel at such moments that I am tapping the source of infinite and eternal energy from which you and I and all things proceed. Religion calls it God. This is from Richard Strauss. I have very definite impressions while in that trance-like condition, which is the prerequisite of all true creative effort. I feel that I'm one with this vibrating force that is omniscient, and that I can draw upon it to an extent that is limited only by my own capacity to do so. and this is from Richard Wagner. The most beautiful experience one can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of art and science. This is from the famous scientist Albert Einstein. The Lord has called my name by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, son of Hur, and of the tribe of Judah, and he has filled him with the Spirit of God, with ability, with intelligence, with knowledge, and with all craftsmanship to devise artistic designs, to work in gold and silver and bronze, in cutting stones, for setting, and in carving wood, for work in every skilled craft. So this is from Exodus 35 verses 32 to 33. We're now on page 167. Woodworker Ching carved a piece of wood and made a bell stand, and then it was finished. Everyone who saw it marveled, for it seemed to be the work of gods or spirits. When the Marquis of Lu saw it, he asked, "What art is it you have?" Ching said, or replied, "I am only a craftsman. How would I have any art? There is one thing, however, when I am going to make a bell stand, I never let it wear out my energy. I always fast in order to still my mind. When I have fasted for 3 days, I no longer have any thought of congratulations or rewards, or titles, or stipends. When I have fasted for 5 days, I no longer have any thought of praise or blame, of skill or clumsiness. And when I have fasted for 7 days, I am so still that I forget I have 4 limbs and a form and body. By that time, the ruler and his court no longer exist for me. My skill is concentrated, and all outside distractions fade away. After that, I go into the mountain forest and examine the heavenly nature of the trees. If I find one of superlative form, I can see a bell stand there. I put my hand to the job of carving. If not, I let it go. This way, I am simply matching up heaven with heaven. That's probably the reason that people wonder if the results were not made by spirits. This is from Chuang Tzu 19 from Taoism. And we have a few paragraphs here about inspiration from our True Father, teachings of Myung Moon. When your mind and body become united and you reach the point where you open the gate of love, your mind will resonate with the universe. Then you can become a writer or a poet. In that state, you open to relate to everything in all its dimensions. Then, even watching a fallen leaf tossed by the wind will bring you to laughter. So this is from a speech in January 3, 1986. World-famous scientists usually have deeply sensitive minds, by which they harmonize with the heart of nature. With that sensitivity, they unexpectedly receive intuitions, inspirations, and dreams. These phenomena occur especially when they are completely absorbed in their research. So this is from a speech from June 28, 1959. Before you write anything, first make a spiritual condition to enter a mystical state. Then you can produce beautiful writing. When painting, do not just work alone in your room. Instead, make a spiritual condition and ask a great partner spirit to come and help you. Then your work will generate great admiration from people. Great scientists and artists inevitably have a spiritual connection. It exists because they made spiritual efforts. And this was from a speech on October 9, 1978. An artist should have a clear mind and spirit. Then with a clear conscience, he should invest everything. And this is from a speech on April 30, 1975. And we have the last subtopic here for creativity and art. Number 4, art and morality. So I think Reverend Ezra can read this.
This is topic 4 on the same God's creation and human creativity. Now we read subtopic 4, art and morality, and we read, as for the poets, those who follow them stray into evil. Have you not seen how they stray in every valley, and how they say what they do not, except for those who believe and do good works and remember God much? Quran 26, 2.224 to 227. And we read, singing produces hypocrisy in the heart as water produces crops. Hadith of Bayhaqi, Islam. We read, Aisha told that when the subject of poetry was mentioned to God's messenger, he said, it is speech, and what is good in it is good, and what is bad is bad. Hadith of Daraqutni, Islam. And we read, emotions of any kind are produced by melody and rhythm. Therefore, by music, a man becomes accustomed to feeling the right emotions. Music has thus power to form character, and the various kinds of music based on various modes may be distinguished by their effect on character. One, for example, working in the direction of melancholy, another of effeminacy. One encourages abandonment, another self-control, another enthusiasm, and so on. This is from Aristotle in Hellenism. And we read, If one should desire to know whether a kingdom is well governed, it is if its morals are good or bad, the quality of its music will furnish the answer. The noble-minded man's music is mild and delicate, keeps a uniform mode, enlivens and moves. Such a man does not harbor pain or mourn in his heart. Violent or daring movements are foreign to him. Yoki, memorials of music in Confucianism. And we read, the final purpose of art is to intensify, even if necessary, to exacerbate, and the morals consciousness of people. I want to read that again. The final purpose of art is to intensify, even if necessary, to exacerbate, this is a new word to me, and moral consciousness of people. I'll need a dictionary for that. And that is from Norman Mailer. And we read again, under the effect of music, the 5 social duties are without admixture. The eyes and the ears are clear. The blood and the vital energies are balanced. Habits are reformed. Customs are improved. The empire is at complete peace. Spring and autumn annals in Confucianism. And we read now teachings of Myung Moon. Humankind struggles in frustration, longing in the world of the heart, because they have defiled the heart's law. People strive to fill that longing through hobbies, art, knowledge, and love objects, but they are never fully satisfied. This is the sorrow and tragedy of the human condition since the human fall. May 24th, 1959. And we read, after World War II, the trend developed, especially among American women, to worship Lucifer men. Who are they? Movie stars, singers, actors. These people are actually last in the line of These people are actually last in line to enter heaven, yet women come to worship them. I have a vision for the arts far beyond secular art. The secular world's art is rotten, especially the recording artists and Hollywood set who are immersed in free sex. Many have contracted HIV/AIDS. I am promoting absolute sex, and members of my ballet company should not be involved in immoral love affairs. It is a wage to protect American people from rotting away because of these artists. December 10, 2000. Wow. Oh my God. In America, you can watch movies on television 24 hours a day. You can watch any kind of movie, war movie, movies about love, even pornographic movies. Young people are readily attracted to them and influenced. Since they do not have a clear viewpoint of life or thought, they copy what they see in these movies. Youth today live in a permissive environment and have abandoned traditional values that might restrain them from seeking out the stimulation things that they see in the movies. Since their parents do not pay them much attention, family ties are not strong enough to sway them. Teachers and public officials avoid giving them proper education on these matters. Therefore, there is nothing to stop young people from trying free sex, drugs, violence, copying everything they see in the movies. If this continues, the family will disappear and the world will soon be doomed. Therefore, we should quickly establish the standard of a new tradition for the building of a new culture. It is a most urgent matter for unifying the world. December 26, 1992.
Wow.
And we read, God's heart of true love, to give and give more, and forget again, to give unconditionally and live for the sake of others, is the foundation of the world of heart. God's ideal out of which He created the world began from His heart. The art which springs from this origin should resemble this heart. Hence, in the world of art, there can be no barriers. Art cannot be used as propaganda or the instruments of practical ideology. Harmony and unity are its basic principles. Harmony and unity are its basic principles. Division and conflict are the fruits of fallen nature. According to the world of art, East and West should understand and accept each other. Through art, those character is universal and inclusive. Wow. February 9, 2000. It is 5:33 and we've reached page 169. We have a new topic, health and disease, which we can start tomorrow. But as we have read this morning from the topic of
creativity and art.
harmony, then inspiration, teachings of Myung Moon, art and molarity. Is there anyone who would like to share from what we have read today?
that was interesting about the actors.
Oh, yes.
The women lining up.
Yeah, Reverend Francis has something to share.
Yeah, the one that we read about the actors in America, the women. So I think it's a bit before them. American women after World War II. The trend developed, especially among American women, to worship Lucifer-like men. And who are they? Movie stars, singers, and actors. So Rock Hudson. So he died of, I think, AIDS. He was the first, and he was so handsome. And a lot of women idolize him. Even my mother, because they look up to movie stars. Of course, these people are actually last in line, as Father said, to enter heaven.
Yes.
Yet women came to worship them. So Father had a vision for the arts, for far beyond secular art. The secular world's art is rotten, he said, especially the recording artists, Hollywood set, who are immersed in free sex.
Yes.
So even James, you see this famous characters. Many have contracted HIV/AIDS. I am promoting absolute sex, meaning only one man, one woman.
Yeah.
And members on my ballet company, I think we have it here in Washington D.C., the Kirov Ballet Company. They invite not only people from Russia, but in Japan, and from all over the world,
Yeah.
And they should not be involved in immoral love affairs.
Yeah.
So it is a wedge to protect American people from rotting away because of these artists. So this was from a speech on December 10, year 2000. So, and furthermore, also in America you can watch movies on television 24 hours a day, cable,
Yeah.
So it's good that my children, we are staying here. Although I work at a cable company, we don't have cable here in this church. So at least he says that you can watch any kind of movie, war movies, movies about love, and even pornographic movies. So young people are readily attracted to them and influenced. So since they do not have a clear viewpoint of life or thought, they copy what they see in these movies. So even this guy who want to watch Batman only, he want to see what happened at the end of the story. But before that, he brought himself, automatic weapons inside the movie house and just randomly fired and killed people. Yeah. And while he was caught, he said he wanted to stay in the movie. So I don't know what kind of, mind that he has. He even asked, what happened to the end of the movie? So they seem to be in their own world, or they copy what's in the movies. So that's all I can share. Anybody else wants to share about the reading today? Yeah, Brother Ezra.
Yeah, I wanted to share on the same topic of art and morality. When I was growing up, in high school, my second year in high school, I was, I can say, I started acting from Sunday school and doing many singing and choir. I was raised in the church. Although my church was my home was far away, but we used to walk to church for rehearsal, for practice and everything, and then sing in Sunday service. Then as I grew up, we started to see movies, and we started to be aware of TV, and then we started the same way. True Father says, there is all these movies and there is all these all sorts of things. So because I was raised in the church, already I had some kind of a moral foundation.
Yes.
But when I started to see all these movies and understanding this, what Father has just said here, the praise of stars who are like Elvis, I started to notice that Elvis, yeah, they are very good singers, or they perform and they attract big and huge crowds and they make a lot of money, but in the end of their life, they die.
They feel lonely.
And they use drugs.
Yeah.
And now I say, if they produce so much joy for other people with their music, why are they looking for something else to satisfy them? And they satisfied, I could just feel, if there is good give and take with about their music and their performance, are they not just happy by what they have achieved through their creativity? Why on their side of their life do they have drugs and addiction? Then they end up dying. I also came to learn about martial arts. Then I practiced, when I went to high school, I practiced martial arts. I did Kung Fu. And I came to see the movies of Bruce Lee. I studied all of them, from Enter the Dragon to Fist of Fury, all those kind of things. I can remember all those. I never missed one movie of Bruce Lee. The 1-inch punch, I could really talk about it, how he has power to do one inch punch. This is art and power and martial arts, and how what the body is capable to do. So I really loved that. Then at the end of Bruce Lee's life, he dies out of an overdose of drug. Then I realized even that 1-inch punch, if he's the only one who was able to do that, maybe he did it by drugs. So I started to realize maybe it's not something normal that a normal person can do. Then I started to realize there are many fake things which somehow look good, but their end is death. And then I saw many artists, and I wondered, because now I had been raised very well. I like performing, I like entertaining people. I get a lot of joy just seeing people happy. And myself, I feel so satisfied by that. I don't take any drugs. So one time in our high school, we went for the nationals of all nations high school drama festival, and our school won, and I was the best actor in the country in 1976.
Wow.
But I remember when we were performing, most of the other actors took beer so that they perform well.
Oh.
so that they kill their nervousness or something like that.
You'll be relaxed.
And our teacher said, yeah, if you want, you can take a beer and then you can kill your nervousness. We have to win, and I want you people to perform very well. But me coming from Sunday school and how I was raised, I said I'll be just okay. I'm not scared of anyone. I am not nervous. I'm okay. So I never took beer, but I became the best actor. But I know my colleagues in the play took beer so that they act extraordinarily better. So when I got this victory and I didn't take beer, I believed that to be sober is my best form. I can also achieve the highest without any drugs. I just need to practice and practice and practice my lines, memorize them, and produce the character and the literature and get the kind of emotions that each word says. That's what I need to portray. And people feel it. So I started to cultivate myself to get to express every word, to express the sentence. And I practiced and practiced, and this is how I know I moved the judges and everyone. And therefore I completely see what True Father is saying here, that he has dreams to produce the best form of art, that its origin is from God. It comes from heart, and the result of what God created, we see it and we have joy from it. God did not take any drugs. And the True Father, by making all these Little Angels and the Universal Ballet and the New Hope Singers that we saw here in America, and the orchestra that was in New York, something like that. Myself, I joined this movement because I saw this is a movement where artists will be safe, no drugs, and we will be pure. So I became very motivated to stay in this movement, to join. And I was also having a dream, we can make a pure Hollywood, where it's a different, we restore all artists' bad characteristics that end them in death. And drug and addiction, I have pitied all the most beautiful, best performers were very gifted, talented, like the lady who sang Whitney Houston. Oh my God, I love Whitney Houston. Then how she ends up is such a pity.
Hello.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning. Yes, yes, Reverend Oliver.
Yeah, the beginning of the reading started off with the definition of harmony.
Right.
And how harmony fits in the context of music, art, and human beings. And it takes me back to what I was discussing the other day with my brothers and sisters from Maryland, Virginia, got together, discussed about the tour, upcoming Holy Ground tour. And it brings you back
Right.
You read back, it says that, you know, they're the position of, within the position of husband and wife, subject and object, it's there, you know, and then it begins to produce the functionality of the work, and then harmony is produced. It's just something about art, I can't remember exactly, but it's something about, then it says that when that function begins, with even in music, a harmony is produced within music. Also, it's just out of chaos came harmony. And so, but also when that harmony came into existence, then we can create music. And within music, I like how it says music builds character.
Yes.
It crafts, use that good word, crafts character. You know? And so, you know, I just want to reread that because there is a really succinct reason my father would continuously, this is before he departed, that there's a spirit world. The last couple of years, he would always just belt out harmony precedes unity. That's very profound. Speaks volumes. So today's reading really, you know, brought in mind, and it made a little bit more sense when we're discussing reading the definition of harmony, even from that also how Father put it, the preceding religious figures described it as well. Think, as you know, what Father said, and how the universe works, and how positions work. So, thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Reverend Oliver. Yes, this is Aristotle. I read, emotions of any kind are produced by melody and rhythm. Therefore, the music of man becomes accustomed to feeling the right emotion. Music has thus power to form character, and the various kind of music based on various modes may be distinguished by the effect of character. One, for example, working the direction of melancholy, another of effeminacy and encouraging abandonment, another self-control, and another enthusiasm, and so on. Aristotle in Hellenism.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's what I would like to share. Reverend Oliver, thank you so much for sharing too.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa, Reverend Oliver. And previously also, you know, he said also, Father, from 165, how can people from diverse nations and languages share their feelings in a short time? It cannot be done with literature or fine arts. It can be done only through song, which is very interesting. A song, though short, can express all kinds of feelings and captures anyone's heart. So we should have a song, like a karaoke or a song diplomacy, you know. Everybody can be united with a song.
So cultural night.
Yeah, so that's why it's in line with the world culture and sports festivals and the cultural nights that we do. Yeah, we should encourage it and we should continue it, you know, with song, dances, and sound. Yeah. So anybody else who wants to share? So if there is none, let's all rise and have unison prayer. our most beloved Heavenly Parents, we're so thankful about reading today about harmony, about inspiration, and about creativity and art. That we should stem from the source, from God. And we pray that we can always teach our children to look up for the right character, and they look up for people for goodness instead of their vanity. We pray for our true Father who's in heaven, that can always guide us here in Suzuki, always, and in our true Mother. We pray that we will be Christ always to share His teachings, because it can save not only America but all over the world, all people from going into ruin by going to alcohol and drugs. And we pray that as we have seen many actors and actresses, we pray that they should also reform themselves and be good examples, because a lot of people are looking up for them. And we pray that we can see more of them, and even our own children or father's children or our true parents' children will be the ones who will transform this world. And we pray that we can always bring peace and harmony into this world. And we pray for also unity. And we pray for the umbrella organizations that True Father has made, the Girls Ballet and many other, even the organization of all artists and the unification of all martial arts. We pray for their success always, that it can be a positive influence to our society. And we pray that many people will embrace also true family values. And we pray for each family and blessed families that are connecting and will be viewing the playback. We pray that they can always learn from all other religions, the good ones, and the teachings of our true Father, Reverends Ezra and A, and our true Mother. We pray all this in all our names, and in my name. Athanasius Francis, Catalan, blessed of family, Aju, Aju, Aju. Uri es sonem tom il, numeros sonem tom il, imo son bachos weekend, nice Saturday. You got good weather today, so you can go out and picnic and see nature. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.